Alright guys, welcome back again. It's still your boy the Legend FS Academy, and we're back again for some like 2 weeks now. I've not been able to do any analysis, I've not been able to drop any video, any educative content, but I'm back. I've sorted out the problem and I'm back fully again. And in this week we are going to be diving deep into the market. What's the market saying? Are we buying? Are we selling? What is the way forward again? So first and foremost, we have to start with DXY. So now first we have to go and know what the DXY is saying, because for you to really know for you to really predict the next direction of the market, you first have to know what the DXY is saying. So we'll start off with DXY. Where is DXY? Okay, this is DXY, right? Okay, this is S&P 500, DXY, right? No, DXY. Okay, now currently we are on DXY. We'll first head over to weekly, and on a weekly we can see this sweet double bottom, but on the DXY the double bottom has been confirmed. It has been confirmed, although the confirmation was not that much. This thing, but the principle of chart pattern states that the neckline must be taken out, and on DXY the neckline. With this candle, the candle closed above this particular resistance zone here. Although it went up, but they sent it back. But the way the candle closed is an information to us that the neckline was taken out, and this retest is where I'm keeping my eyes on here. First, we've known that we have a double bottom on DXY, which is about to reverse the trend, and secondly, we've seen that the market is coming back for a retest. So now if we quickly go over to daily, it's very simple. Now as the market move up, as the market shoot up, break above this particular zone, although it has done it before here and it fell back again. So now the next thing is that to watch out for what these guys will do in this particular two zone here. This is the support zone that shoot this guy up, and this is a demand zone. This particular zone here is where this guy gathered the strength to take out this particular resistance. That is why I mapped it out. So now, before the market came here, I said, okay, I will be keeping my eyes closely on this particular zone here and this particular zone, but preferably this particular zone, and I'll be looking for what DXY will do here. If DXY can fail here, close above here, that means I shouldn't be looking to sell GBPUSD or EURUSD. So that is why I did my analysis on DXY first to know my direction. So, and as you can see on daily, you've seen that we have a demand zone. On daily, what I'll be waiting for is DXY. If DXY can come and give me this, what I call a base here, something like this. You know, I always like using this. Now the market came to this particular demand zone and it rallied up, and secondly now it's coming back again. So the coming back, I will be expecting something like this. Although this particular leg, I wanted this particular leg to have done what we call stop loss run, because for stop loss run to be done, they have two strategy. Is one, but it's either they use the first leg or the second leg. Preferably, I always like waiting for the first leg to do the stop loss run. Stop loss run is always like this. If you've been following me on a resistance zone or a supply zone, let's say we have a. Let me just quickly show you what it looked like for those who don't really know. Let's say we have something like this. This is a critical support zone or a major support zone. And we have the market coming down to the support zone. Now the market is on a support zone, no doubt. Let's say something like this. A lot of people want to really buy here, but what intends to happen is that they would like to give you something like this on a support zone and shoot it down. Then once they shoot it down, this leg is the one they used to do what we call stop loss run. And what intends to happen is that they will now come and close it like this. So whenever you see this, you should know that stop loss run is done. This leg here is the one they use for the stop loss run. Sometimes if they didn't use this one, they may likely want to use the second one. So I always prefer to see the first one. So now, since this thing did not happen like this, what I'm expecting on DXY is DXY to come and give me a base. If DXY can come back here again and maybe just play around inside here, inside here and close and come back and close like this, that means we are done. That means you are done. If this can happen, that means GBPUSD will continue falling, and Euro USD will continue falling, and USDCHF will continue falling. So now we've gotten what we need from there. So let's quickly head over to daily and let's switch over to okay, let me start with AUDUSD first. AUDUSD, because I'll be touching on AUDUSD, GBPUSD, and USDCHF. So, and I will call it a day. First and foremost, you know that right from last month, I've been calling this guy. I said, be careful that this guy may look temporarily bearish, bullish, but overall, with this flag pattern that I'm seeing here, this guy may still collapse, because on the monthly, this guy has come to retest. It broke this particular triple top and broke the neckline, so he came back for a retest, and the retest was successful. Reason why I said the retest was successful is on a weekly. On a weekly, the moment to touch the trend line, we have a sweet seller from that particular trend line, and that was I didn't want to go into the details of this particular analysis, because I've done it before. I've showed you guys so many things. What I'm showing you guys now is how would you be able to enter the trade when the trade is still going. Although I'm currently holding this particular AUDUSD. I'm currently holding 2 position, and I'm still holding it. I'm holding it to somewhere here. This is my first TP. And so let's quickly go over to daily. So now on daily, we can see that okay, the moment the market got here on a weekly, we have a sell-off. You can see from here the market structure was shifting gradually. We are having this run up, and suddenly the market started making this particular lower low, lower high. Let me take this off. Lower low, lower high, and you can see that the market has note the market is breaking structure. The market is breaking structure. So what the market is doing now is just to rally up a little bit and collapse back. This trend line is from the weekly trend line, and the market has taken that trend line out. So what you have to be waiting for now is how to scale in, because note that the market gave us a double confirmation. First, this trend line was taken out. This weekly trend line was taken out. Even on the weekly, it was still taken out. It was obvious that the trend line was taken out. And on the daily, before the trend line, we have what we call a double top. This double top is not, but we can still classify it as double top. But they didn't even have the strength to push this guy close to this one to form an equal high. So what we have here is a lower high previous to this particular one. This is a sign that this market does not even have the strength to come up here to come and give us equal high. So and the market fell. So we still classify it as a double top. So we have the double top, and the neckline also was taken out, and the market still broke the trend line and went back again to the neckline to still retest the neckline. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see a sell-off here, but keep your eyes on this particular zone here, that the market can still at least shoot up a little bit to somewhere here. I will not say that it will happen, but as a trader, this is what I always look out for. When anything happens in the market, I always cool down and I look for any zone that I think that the market may come to react to. Then I map it. I should, in case if the market fail from this first zone, second zone will be my next option. And you know what I always look out for. Like now, the market is giving you this pattern here. When I was still finding my way how to trade, normally if I see this particular formation like this, I intend to think that the market has changed. I will start buying. But I didn't know that this particular formation here, this particular formation you are seeing like this now, is done on purpose. This particular formation you are seeing like this is always done on purpose. It's done on purpose. Over the time I've been able to realize that whenever this thing happens, what you see next is the market may likely shoot up. You know, some people think that this is a reversal pattern, but the market will likely shoot up like this, maybe to clear the liquidity here. To clear the liquidity here and probably shoot up somewhere here. And the next thing, if the market have the momentum, or if the biggers really wants to take stop losses, is either they shoot it up here or they bring it up here. The next thing you see, once the market has grabbed a lot of stop losses, a lot of liquidity, the next thing you see is that the market will collapse. The market will collapse. And that is why most time I don't like chasing trade. I wait for a very good spot for me to flow along the trade. You can see that this zone we mapped out here is also is a key zone. It's another key zone. This was where the market got the strength from, that was able to now take off this particular zone here, this 4-hour zone. This is the strength here that made the market go to take away this particular zone. So it's also an important zone you should also keep your eyes on. So look out for something like this. But in AUDUSD, I want to sell. I will not be buying because of what weekly, daily, and 4-hour and monthly is showing me. So now enough of AUDUSD. You know what we'll be waiting for. Just look out for any of these zones and always look out for that base I always call, which is the 4-hour chart pattern. And quickly let's head over to GBPUSD. GBPUSD is looking more juicy than any other pair currently now. Now on GBPUSD, you can see that I've called this particular trade, and a guy called my attention to. But I didn't really understand because he didn't pinpoint the particular zone he was talking about. But as I call this particular zone, I still remain on my, even after when he called my attention to a specific point, because he didn't pinpoint it. So, but I still remain on my bias. I don't take a signal from anybody. I only take advice, or I always take anything you have to say in order to correct me. It's always welcome. I always take it, but I still remain on my point. That if I'm saying this is bearish, I stand on it until proven otherwise by the market, not by any other trader, because I've been a victim of that, not by any other trader. Note, if you say this is bullish, remain bullish until the market prove you otherwise. If you say this is bearish, remain bearish until the market prove you otherwise. And before you say the market is bearish, always check your higher time frame, your weekly, preferably weekly and monthly. Once they say bullish, remain bullish. Don't allow anybody to tell you otherwise. So I did my analysis and I said, if this particular currently I pinpoint this particular neckline here, I said this is a weekly neckline. If the neckline can be taken out, that I'll be going for short. I'm looking to short GBPUSD at the moment, but not yet. I'm still looking for a specific zone to be taken out before I can short. Currently, when the market got there, we have this particular double equal high. This equal high, we are waiting for the neckline to be taken out, but that didn't happen yet. And do you know the reason why the neckline was not easily taken out? Let me quickly go over to daily. It is not easy for the market to just come and take out this particular neckline. No, it is not easy like that. The market must come to this neckline and react. Note, just from the weekly standpoint, note the formation the market is giving you. This was lower low, lower high. The market collapse again, give you another lower low, then give you another lower high. It collapsed again. And when it was collapsing, it was also breaking structure to the downside, and the market went up again. And if this market can take away this particular base here, that is only when I can say there is a problem. So the market came back to this supply zone here. The market came back to this particular supply zone here, and we are waiting for the collapse back to the downside again. So this is what I'm expecting on GBPUSD. GBPUSD on the 4-hour, I'm expecting this was a daily demand zone. This was a daily demand zone here, somewhere here. So I mapped out this even before the market got there. And then on 4-hour, this is what I'll be waiting for on 4-hour. On 4-hour, you can see that previously market has reacted to this particular zone here, and the market fell off. It gave us this particular base, which is this M pattern here. I love calling it a base because whenever it forms at a critical zone, it always does the trigger. So now the first base was given here, but it was not clear. And again, I will not quickly start selling here, because this area is a very crucial area that you don't want to joke with. What these guys can do is that they may likely want to do something like this. They will likely want to do something like this. fake it out up here for the early sellers who sell and put their stop loss just above this particular high, because here they see that this particular high the market has not gotten there. But these guys know that a lot of aggressive traders has already been selling from the moment we have this particular 4-hour break and 4-hour change of trend to the downside. They start selling and they put their stop loss here. So what this guy will likely want to do is that they will just want to shoot the price up somewhere like this, and they will not collapse it. And when they collapse it, note that this neckline must be taken out. Is a must, because I've seen this particular setup play over and over again, and I've seen how a particular resistance or support zone is being taken out. When the market reaches for the first time, it will not take it out for the first time. These are tricks that you have to learn on your own. If you are patient and very calm with the market, you will learn all these tips by yourself. Once the market got to a particular, let me go back to daily. Once the market, okay, let me go back to weekly so that the neckline will be obvious. Once the market got to this particular neckline first, this particular one here first, it will not take it out. It will come there, react from there, then shoot up. Probably it will not play around for some time. It will not try to trap traders to start buying. Then the second coming of that leg, what it tends to happen is that it always take it out. Like this is the weekly one. When this guy is coming now, best believe this weekly will be taken out. This one is daily. This particular one here now is daily. Is daily neckline. So I'm keeping the weekly and the daily. If the daily has not been taken out, but this guy coming back now, I'm very sure that it will take out the daily and it will take out the weekly, and the daily will be next. So once we take out the daily and the weekly, that means we are good. This is about 1,000 people plus from here to here, so that means we are good. But to enter, just wait for what I've showed you on the 4-hour. If this thing can happen, you can see something like this, then we'll start selling. Then let's quickly talk about USDCHF so that I can quickly handle USDCHF. At the moment, I don't really like the signal it's giving to me, so I will not be trading USDCHF, and for now I will not be trading it, and I will not advise anybody to trade it yet until USDCHF give us a clear direction. What DXY is giving us is not what USDCHF is giving us. Normally USDCHF is supposed to be moving alongside DXY, but what this guy is giving us now is not clear. So although we broke to the upside, we came back for a retest, but the retest was too long. I was thinking that the retest will stop inside here, but the moment I saw that the retest didn't stop there, that was when I wrote it off. I said no, I will no longer be interested on this guy until he commits to me that he's serious. So the moment I saw that this particular demand zone didn't hold, I said no, I will no longer be interested in this guy. This was where I was thinking that this guy would tip off from, but that didn't happen. So I saw it, I said no, for now no trade on USDCHF. I would only be keeping up on the GBPUSD or AUDUSD. So this is on GBPUSD. GBPUSD and AUDUSD will be my main focus for the moment. I'm still holding my position, my 2 position on AUDUSD. So that is what I have for you guys on this one. So please, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, and if you don't also like it, give me a dislike. But tell me in the comment box below what to do to improve in my video. As you all know, no one knows it all. I'm here to learn. You're here to learn. You learn from me, I learn from you. Until we attain the level which I call the CPT, consistent profitable trader. I'm not totally there yet, and I know a lot of newbies too are not totally there yet. Why not join us until we reach the stage together? Bye for now. I will do another video in this week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I will drop another video. You don't want to miss out on that. Bye. I will remain your boy, the Legend FS. Bye. Peace.